welcome to Jay's Lazy Yoga. Apparently all the pets are joining me today. Say hi, Cheese. Hi. Say hi, Pocket. Hi. Okay, I gotta get started. Alright, well I guess today we will start in a cross-legged sit. I have my right foot in front, my normal foot in front. And we're going to start by connecting with our breath, slowing it down. 2 to 3 seconds per inhale and exhale. Try to ignore anything going around you, like this. Close your eyes if you want. It helps me just kind of go inward and get my mindset ready for yoga. You can put your hands on your knees. I sometimes like to do palms up because it opens my chest. And I feel like I'm inviting more in. Kind of wherever feels comfortable. Big breaths. And on an inhale, bring both your arms straight up, reach up high, touch your fingertips. And on an exhale, bring them to your side. Parallel to your hips, so not too far forward. Really open that front of your chest. And straight to the side. Reach out to the right and do a slight bend. Start moving and stretching the body. Center and other side. Just a quick little side stretch. And arms out. Reach up far and go in and hug yourself. Because we are loved. And we deserve hugs, and we deserve to take up space and be here. Still connecting with your breath. Stretch that upper back, those shoulders. And back out to your side. Let's switch our legs so that my left foot's in front. The weird foot should be in front. Really sit up tall, hinge at your hips so you can be straight all the way from the crown of your head to your booty. For me, I really have to focus on straightening and my lower back. Sometimes it helps me when I put my hands on my hips to make sure I'm aligning. I hold my inner ribs in. Sorry, Pocket, that wasn't very nice now, was it? And then we're gonna breathe in and breathe out, bend forward, pet a pocket if you have one, or pretend that he's in your living room. I'm focusing more on the hinging at my hips with a straighter back versus melting my whole upper body down. But if you want, you can melt down kind of whatever feels good. This is a better position to pet a pocket in. And come up. Reach your hands up high. Touch your fingertips. Breathe in. And breathe out, hands to your chest. And let's come to all fours, so tabletop. Again, thinking all your right angles, right angle, right angle, right angle. Holding your ribs in for a tabletop. And then with your breath, we're going to do some cat-cow. So inhale, go ooh. I like to look up, Miley. Look up. And exhale, meow. And with your breath, keep going for about 3 more cat-cows. Try distributing your weight evenly between all the body parts that are touching the mat. And that was my last one, so we're going to meet in a tabletop. You're going to curl your toes under. Just sit back, do a little stretch. If this doesn't feel good, you can just kind of sit here. But I like a good foot stretch. My feet are often tired. And we're gonna come back forward to our tabletop, find that position again. And then we're gonna put our right foot back, kind of like you're in a lunge, but keep your your left knee in tabletop, straighten that leg, and just kind of rock back and forth. And you start stretching those hamstrings, moving your ankle. Try to do it with your breath, so inhale, switch forward, and exhale, move back. And really think about rolling through the balls of your feet or foot, articulating it. And back to tabletop. We'll do the other side, so left leg back. And inhale, forward, exhale, back. Inhale, forward, and exhale. Really try not to sink in your shoulders or push too far up. Try to keep it very neutral, thinking those right angles. And knees together. We'll go into child's pose. Again, if you prefer, you can do extended child's pose, so your knees are open, your toes are together. Knees are about as wide as the yoga mat. Or standard with your toes and knees together. Go forward. I'll show you a couple different arm options you can do while you're in child's pose. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. But regardless of if you're in extended or standard, you can just kind of hold your arms back and cocoon into yourself. I like this one, it stretches out my back, shoulders. You can also reach forward and get a different stretch in your shoulders. Try to really make sure you're keeping your shoulders down, away from your ears more though, to get the best stretch. And then you can also do the shark, so you bend at your elbows, hands together. Give yourself a round of applause for coming to your mat today. And you put the fin on your head and you go for a swim. Find your breath again. 2 to 3 second inhales and exhales. Bring your focus to your body, not the room around you. And roll it up. Roll your shoulders up and back. Open that front chest. I had a photographer friend, and I have a photographer friend, she's my bestie. She said, imagine you're holding like a foot-long sub in front of you in your hands. And that will help kind of keep a good top posture, especially in photography. So the more you know. Suck that tongue in, lower ribs in, straighter through the spine. And then we're gonna come up and find our plank. Remember, right angles, it's okay to adjust. You don't have to find the perfect position on the first try. Again, keeping your head in line with your body to the best of your imagination. Most of us don't have mirrors, but imagine a string pulling forward and then a string on each heel pulling backwards. That is forcing your body to stay in line with itself. Start engaging that core, holding those ribs in. The more you engage and distribute your weight throughout your body, the easier this is. And we're gonna go up and back to downward doggy. If you see a pet between your legs, you can go, hi, cheese ball. He's off camera, but he's there, I see you. And for this one, think about pushing your shoulders down to really get that stretch in your legs and that more triangular pose. And back to plank. Knees down, sit back on your feet, and then shake your arms out. Whew. Roll your shoulders back. Jelly had a little tail amputation due to an injury, so she's healing. She's currently free from her cone time, but if you watch my shorts, you can see her lovely cone situation because she's a stupid orange cat and not good at letting herself heal. Oh, the family's here. All right, now we're gonna go back into plank. This one, we're gonna do kind of some flows, so it might not be as lazy as some of my other videos, but don't worry, I'm not gonna make you sweat too much. All right, so plank, hold it. Don't forget to breathe. And up and back to downward doggy. The other metaphor I like to use is imagine you're like farting at the gods. And you gotta really aim to make sure it gets to them. And look forward, come through your plank. Right leg forward. Again, it doesn't have to be a smooth transition. Mine obviously aren't. Just depends on your proportions. I have long legs. Remember, right angles. You don't want your knee too far forward or back. It's not healthy for the joint. Hi, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know there might be someone else out here. People are allowed to live in the neighborhood. Squaring your hips to get a good stretch. And knee down gently. All your transitions should be gentle on your joints and slower. There's no need to rush. And we're going back, extending the front leg, flexing it if you want for a little deeper stretch. Depending on how flexed or pointed your foot is, kind of gives you a slightly different stretch. Try evening your hips and forward for a runner stretch. And roll through the foot, curl the toes under, lunge. Step that back foot forward a little bit. Rise up, warrior one. Again, if you don't find the position quite right the first time, adjust. Knee over ankle. Your back foot's at an angle. Arms up, squaring those hips and shoulders, ribs in. Again, distributing that weight throughout all four corners of each foot. And center. Alright. Your feet are in a triangle, if I can find it. Squaring those hips, shoulders over hips to kind of find your center, straightening your legs. Really engage those muscles, push your feet into the ground for stability. And bend forward. If you have blocks or like a chair, you can feel free to use that. I'm not super flexible, but I've been doing this a little bit, so I might be more flexible than you, and it's okay. I like to gently hold my ankles. Staring at my feet helps me keep my center and my balance. Excuse me, Papa Rudy. Yeah, thank you. Square the hips. All little reminders. And if you're feeling up to it, you can do right hand on your ankle. Don't put too much pressure on it. And twist it up for an extended triangle. And back down. Bring your left foot forward for a forward fold. And again, to find my perfect stretch, I bend my knees so my hands touch the ground, fold over, and then I stretch to a point that feels good today. And roll it up. And roll your shoulders up and back. Palms open. Think straight from your crown to your heels. Connect to your breath. 2 to 3 seconds in and out. And I'll have to go into different breathing techniques at some point in a different video. But it is better and you get better airflow if you breathe through your nose. So try doing that, but I understand, it's kind of a habit that you have to build. And reach your arms up, touch your fingers, and dive it back down. Ask pocket, please move, relocate. And then we'll do the other side. So right foot back into your little lunge. Finding a good solid position. Squaring everything up. Sit here for a few breaths to really just kind of get this stretch in. Keep it calm. Curled under, back to a runner stretch. Roll through that front foot back into your low lunge. Step it forward for warrior one. Finding that position, evenly distributing your weight. Squared off, right angles. And down to your lunge. Step up more than you did for warrior one. It should be closer together. Find your triangle by standing up straight, squaring your hips. Start finding your center, straightening your legs, building a solid foundation to help you balance. And you don't want to lose this as you go into the pose. So bend forward, you can grab something, use a block, so a pet, or yourself, but don't put too much strain on your joints. Use your muscles to really hold your own weight throughout your body, if that makes sense. feel like more of a stretch. Left hand to left ankle. And not like that, but that's okay. Really find and focus on your center. Apparently I don't have a good center today. Ah! Well, apparently that's the end of that side. Go back into your little lunge. Step up to forward fold. And roll it on up. Shoulders up and back, palms open. Put your feet hip-width apart, nice and wide feet. Your weight should be distributed in kind of all four corners. Have a solid foundation, be unmovable. And then just another little foot stretch. Articulate the foot and just kind of do a little walk. And because we're doing so good, we're gonna reach your arms out to the side, put your left arm on top and give yourself another hug. And say, I am doing a great job. And open your arms, give your body a little wiggle. And we're gonna lay down to end this session with some floor time. Let's start just a seat. I like my heels flexed for a better stretch, but you can do it more relaxed. Find your L. Reach forward, touch your toes, and then roll back to Savasana. Nice and slowly through all the vertebrae in your spine. Find it comfortable down here. Relax. Let the ground hold you up. And bring your knees in. With your breath, pull them to your chest. Do some rocking, side to side, out and in with your knees. Bucket you don't need to smell. Might be. Really use your hands and arms to guide your knees. Keeping your shoulders on the ground, relax, not scrunching up on the dinosaur. And then we're going to hold our right knee in, extend the left leg, flex that foot, point your right foot, and try to pull it pretty centered to start. And then you can kind of open it up a little bit, kind of bring that knee into your armpit. Slightly different stretch. And right leg out, hands up, and be really long. As long as you can be. Point those toes, extend those hands. I love a good Texas Saguaro arms, or Texas T or Saguaro arms. I love Saguaro arms. Feels good on whatever is going, whatever muscles and stuff is up there. Other side, so bring both knees up and into your chest. Roll it around. For this one, with time, we're thinking you want as much of your spine for your tailbone to be on the ground with your knees pulled in. So, you might be here and stuff. That's kind of what we're working on in this stretch. Okay, so keep your left knee in, right leg out, flex the right foot, point the left, pull your knee into the center. Try to keep your back flush to the mat, and then open it a bit to the side, pull your knee into your armpit, and twist around your ankles if that feels good. And be long on an inhale, really big inhale, and exhale. Savasana, arms out, arms at your side, be a cactus. And we're going to conclude our practice in this Savasana. Stay here as much as you want. Excuse me, Miley. I usually like to stay until, my breath's caught up with me, or I'm, less sweaty or whatever. Just lay here and relax. We have to, hopefully everyone has a few minutes or a minute that they can just take to themselves and zone out on the ground after a nice little movement session. Close your eyes.